Motivation here, back with another one, guys. So some of us, male and female, more so females, this video specifically for females, need to go back to school, need to head back to school and learn about rights and wrong. Ladies, when you have a husband and he interferes with your child, you understand, you're more than welcome to forgive the person. You know what I mean? You can forgive him. However, what you're not going to do, or what you shouldn't do, I should say, is take back that person in your personal life. And if you have additional children with this man, you should make sure that there's only supervised visitations, if any at all. And I say that because too many times a person will do something. I'm talking about molestation. They will do it to a child. And you may forgive and say, oh, I want to be like God, and I want to forgive, and I want to forget, and I want to still, think good of the person, in other words. But then the fact still remains. This person did not have self-control. They did not have values, because people who have values and morals and self-control and self-respect, they are not going to see a child, no matter if the child is 14, 15, 16 years old, as a sexual interest, okay? Because they would already know this is a child, and not just a child, but also the child that you're helping to raise, since that child was a little girl or a little boy, whatever the case. And then you have some of these moms who says, oh, you know what? The years went by. I forgave him. He's different now. Please stop making excuses for these men, or blaming yourself in the sense of saying what you could have done better as a wife. We're not talking about when a man goes out there and cheats on you with some random lady or even your friend. We're talking about when a male fully decides, because it's not mistake why a man would hurt a child in that type of way. This is a deliberate, poor choice, poor decision. And some people would say it's an illness. Well, if it's an illness, isn't that more reason why you would prefer to not have that man have access to your child, regardless if it's children that you biologically share or not? Wouldn't it be best to say, hey, he did the unthinkable. He did something that can never be undone. And that child is now going to live with the trauma that this selfish man had caused. But what happens in some situations, instead of the mom walking away from a situation like this, giving herself discernment, you understand, and having self-love, instead, some of these ladies want to actually still be married to the man and have a relationship with the man and forgive and forget and pretend it never happened. And knowing that they have other little girls and boys that are still going to have access, this man will still have access to those children simply because she's allowing it. And moreover, don't see the need to divorce him, but to continue in the marriage and even try to take him back. Why would you want somebody like that in your life and around your children? It baffles me. It absolutely baffles me. Why the heck would you want that? Having discernment is knowing that something is not serving you, knowing that it is wrong, putting clarity on a situation. As you can see my hand in front of the screen, and now you see I move it, my light is green. This is clarity. You can see. You are not blinded to what is happening. A lot of you ladies don't even believe that you should go to a therapist or a counselor, or even bring your children to a therapist or a counselor after dealing with such dramatic, disgusting trauma that was, forced onto them. And to the little teenagers or the young adults, whoever it applies to, please believe you me from the bottom of my heart when I say it is not your fault that something like this happens. Neither should you be blamed. Neither should it be kept a secret. Do you understand me? It is not your fault that someone is being selfish and malicious, or they're not being of self control to control their sexual urges and sick in their head to the point where they would find a small child attractive in a sexual way. You understand? It is not your fault. You're not at fault. Please don't ever feel that you should be ashamed of yourself, or you're less than, or you're no valuable, or you're broken, or you are of no use because someone decided to violate you and take away something that they could never, ever, ever, ever give back in a million, gazillion, trillion, billion, billion, zillion years. They can never give that back to you. You understand? And when these men do that, they don't just rob the children of actual physical alone. This is also mental, okay? You're robbing the children of their innocence. You're robbing them of their future, because it doesn't end right there and then. You understand? This goes on for many, many, many years. I hear women talk about this who are over the age of 50 and 60 years old, and they said they remember when certain things happened to them and the impact it had on their life and the trauma that it caused. Worse if they never went and seek help. Worse if they don't have encounters with God and believe in God and know there's a God. There's the church for you guys. You understand? And you are the temple and you are the church. Please don't think you have to go to the building to get up every day and be of peace with yourself and to have attitude of gratitude and love for yourself as well. You understand me? But back to the moms. Moms, please, the ones who are doing this, please understand that this is not right, and the children deserve justice. And you as the parent need to understand self-love and discernment, because without that, you are going to continue making these foolish decisions, and your children are going to suffer for it when that man decides to strike again. So please be smart and make smart decisions, not just for you, but for your babies too.